Frigidaire. We introduced the first home freezer, the first pulsator agitator washer, and now we introduce the Frigidaire Orbit Clean Dishwasher, designed with a unique wash arm that gives you 4 times more water coverage for a consistently better clean. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Hi, I'm John Mallos. Welcome to this live edition of Connect with Me on the showroom floor at Ventura TV. Just keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that this right here, this can and will kill you. We're going to talk about weight loss today and how to live a healthy lifestyle. 436 MeTV option 11. Do turn down the sound if you call in. Back with our program in a moment.
Tonight I want to discuss the importance of the television medium to the American people.
It is Ask an Expert Day here on Connect with Me on the showroom floor at Ventura TV. On this day, we're talking about health issues and how to lose weight. Of course, you're watching us on Comcast Channel 187 and 43.6, 436 MeTV option 11. Remember, a couple of calls yesterday, people did not turn down the sound. Remember, we cannot take your call on the air if you cannot and will not and refuse to turn the sound down. So please do that, or we can't get you on the air. And we do desperately want to get you on the air. Keep that in mind. How about this big blob of fat? That's exactly what this is right here. I'm holding this in my hand. This is what collects in your body when you fail to do the right things, like eat healthy. You know, you go through the drive-through at this place and at that place. Should I name them? You know what they are. This will and can kill you. Anyway, let's go to the videotape and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Many people, millions and millions of people across the country, they battle the bulge each and every day for a lifetime. This is Lisa Amos, a before and after photo. Of course, the before picture is on the left and the after picture is on the right. Doesn't she look good on the right there? At one time, she was overweight, tipping the scales at 193 pounds. In fact, at 38, she had a heart attack. Luckily, she survived and she's here today, but she lived in denial for more than a year, but she stuck it out, and that certainly had a lot to do with it. She'd been overweight since the age of 13, tried every diet known to mankind, including Weight Watchers, B12 shots. Eventually, her health became so bad, she knew she had to make a change. So she did by changing her diet. She lost about 30 pounds in 60 days. Now, some 4.5 years later, she's down 42 pounds. She's kept it off, and she has stopped taking some 12, count them, 12 medications. Live in our studio right now, holding up that muscle. That's what's supposed to be in your body. Muscle, not fat, is Lisa Amos, and she is a health coach. She is a health guru. She is here to explain to you how she got healthy after having a heart attack, how to get you back on track on the treadmill and eating the right things. Remember, 436 MeTV option 11. Do turn down the sound. Do call in if you have a question. If you're overweight and have been battling the bulge for the better part of 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, a lifetime, call in. You might get a few handy tips on today's program. Back with Connect with Me here in just a moment.
When you like Ventura TV Appliance on Facebook, it's nice. But when you love the Whirlpool appliances we deliver, it's even better. Our website is cool, and it's a good place to start, but you really should touch the merchandise before you buy. Touch the new Whirlpool Ice Collection. It offers a modern style made to create an inspiring kitchen experience. Save big on this Whirlpool Black Ice or White Ice kitchen. Come in to Ventura TV Appliance and touch the merchandise today.
Back here with this big blob of flat and fat and everything else. Look at this stuff. This stuff actually collects in your body. all over your stomach, all over your thighs, your buttocks, everywhere. You don't want this in your body. The worst thing is if this blob of fat gets into and around your heart, you're dead, my friends. You're dead. That's why Lisa Amos is here to try to save us all from the inevitable, right?
That's right, John. Thank you.
Did I properly describe that?
Yes, you did, actually. What happens is when you accumulate the fat around your midsection,
Yeah. What happens then?
it actually is restricting all your organs.
Such as?
Well, your heart.
Yeah, that's one.
You go to the meat market and you buy beef, right? And
Yeah.
when you look for beef, you want to buy something that doesn't have a lot of fat in it, correct?
Yeah.
So that's the same way with your heart. You want that.
It
heart.
affects your kidneys.
Yes.
It affects your lungs. It affects your heart because it's a small area right in there.
It is.
And if you did now, where did this come from?
Well,
You brought this. This is a nice prop.
yes, I actually
The fat.
purchased that. I purchased that. That's 5 pounds of fat.
It is.
Yes.
Very
it is.
nice.
Yes. So I'm not really sure, where it came from.
but
it is
it-
5 pounds of
It's real fat though, right?
Yes, it's a simulation of what real fat looks like.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And you are holding up what should be in our bodies. We should try to
Right.
build up our muscles, right?
Yes, this is 5 pounds of muscle as well. And this
Yeah.
is what you want your body to look like.
It almost looks like a bowling pin. But so when you go to the store and I see that that drink, it's called Muscle something or other. Muscle what? Milk. Muscle milk. Does that help build up your muscles?
Well, I don't have anything to do with muscle milk. I actually am with a certain product. I'm a health coach.
I know.
Yeah, so
know.
I don't
But
really.
since you're a health coach, I'm asking you if that works to help build up your muscle.
I can't say
You
yay
don't
or
know?
nay on that because
Oh, you
that's
don't
not
know.
my specialty.
That's not your area of
Yes,
expertise.
yes.
Yeah. But I just wonder if that's just an advertisement, if that's just trying to get you to buy the product,
Well,
or
I do
what.
know-
You have to be careful.
Oh, you do.
Right?
You do have to be very careful. You have to educate yourself. And so the best thing to do on any product, doesn't matter which product it is to find out what kind of scientific data is behind that product.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's, you got to do your research.
Exactly.
Okay, so before we get into some of the things that you do to help people, what did you do to help yourself? Because you're a recovering drug addict,
Yes.
a recovering alcoholic.
Yes.
That means once you are those things, you are those things for life, right? So you
Yes.
have to watch it each and every day.
Yes.
Otherwise,
I
you
do.
could fall back into the same old routine.
Yes, that's why I had a heart attack. I had a poor lifestyle and I had a heart attack.
Okay, so
And I
tell
was
us
38.
about it. Tell us about it.
I was 38 years old and I had a heart attack. And at the time that I had the heart attack, it was from heroin and crystal meth mixed together, and I had a heart attack. And
Wow. So you had a
Yes.
heart attack because you were overweight or because of the drugs or both?
both, a combination
Okay.
of both.
Yeah.
And I took very poor care of myself.
Why were you doing that?
Well, one thing led to another. It starts with a little bit of drinking and, elementary school, and then, the drinking then becomes more drinking, and then the drinking turns to other things, So it's,
So it started with alcohol,
yes,
okay, and led to other bigger and better things?
Yes, exactly. It
Yeah.
led to all of that, and I didn't want that life
So
anymore.
you went from alcohol to doing what? Heroin?
No, not straight there. I went from alcohol to pot, to prescription pills, to crystal meth, and
And eventually heroin?
yes, crystal and heroin
Wow.
mixed together. Yes.
So we had a guy here recently, name is Flynn Anderson,
Mm-hmm.
of Pain, and he's a recovering alcoholic and druggie just like you, but he runs a program, and it's a program to try to get teens off of prescription drugs, and has been here twice and talking about that, how easy it is to go from one to the other. Oh, he
it's
says
huge.
it's only pot, it's not going to hurt you, but it can lead to other things, right?
It can, and
Yeah.
and the horrible thing about prescription medication is that, your doctor could give you something, and then you get a side effect from it, and then you go back to your doctor for the treatment of the side effect, and your doctor might not be smart enough to say, oh, well, that's from your medication, let's change your medication.
Right, but if you have an operation, you're in pain, and you start taking prescription drugs, that can be the start of it right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
it can.
So when you're on drugs, does it lead to an unhealthy lifestyle, the way you eat?
Oh, extremely,
Uh-huh.
so much, because it's you sometimes could go for days without eating.
Yeah. Let's take a call here. Good morning, you're on Connect with Me. Your question for Lisa.
If I heard your guest correctly, she sampled most of the drugs that are out there, most of the street drugs. And I was reading an article not too long ago about heroin making a comeback because
Yes.
of its affordability. It's cheap now, and maybe even cheaper than meth.
Yeah.
If your guest could comment on that, and also I'd like her to comment on this bariatric bypass thing. I guess she's probably going to get to it, but could she comment on those two things? Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, the affordability of the heroin, the only comment that I could really make on that is that stay away from drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line, is stay away from them.
Yeah.
A gastric bypass, if you give my program 30 days, you have nothing to lose but pounds, and you don't need the gastric bypass. All of my
You don't
clients-
recommend the
No,
gastric bypass.
I don't recommend it at all.
Because
It does not change your behaviors. It doesn't change your thinking, the mindset that needs to go with it.
is it just an immediate fix?
People think it's immediate fix, and in fact, one of the guest pictures that we have on today,
Yeah.
Denise.
We'll show those in a bit.
Yes. Well, she had gastric bypass, and she
Okay.
had gained her weight back. So just because you have gastric bypass does not mean that you're going to lose your weight permanently. You're still, and then not only that, the health risks that are associated with it are just astronomical.
Okay, I want to talk about you. Let's put your picture up before and after again, Lisa. And how did you lose the weight? Did you get off the drugs first or lose the weight first? What order did it come in?
I got sober first. I had a near-death out-of-body experience from taking 90 somas.
Right, you had a heart attack. You had a
Well,
heart
no,
attack.
then I had the near-death out-of-body experience from taking
Okay.
90 somas.
Okay,
Then I went to rehab.
okay.
And then after rehab,
Uh-huh.
then about a year and a half later, I had to deal with my heart issues because I was in heart failure and didn't want to admit it.
Yeah, okay.
So then after that, I went to UC Davis cardiac reversal program for 5 years. And while I was in that program, I learned about how important nutrition is.
Okay, that picture on the left, what year was that taken?
That was taken after I
No.
dealt with my heart. It was taken
year?
in 08.
Okay, that picture on the left was taken in 08. The picture on the right, the after picture, was taken where?
In 09.
09. So that's
Yeah,
a year
3
later.
months later. No, 3 months later.
3 months later.
Yes.
You almost look like a different person there in that photo
Oh,
on
I
the right.
felt like a different person off of
Yeah.
8 medications.
Yeah. So how did you deal with losing the weight? How did you lose the weight so fast?
We have a program, and it's a medically formulated meal replacement program, and you eat 6 times a day. You eat 5.
There's time for that.
Well, they're real simple. You open up 5 meal replacements where you either open them up and eat out of the package,
Right.
or you mix it with water, or you put it in the microwave to a minute and a half, and then 1 meal a day you get on your own, which we refer to that as a lean and green. It's a lean piece of meat and a non-starchy vegetable. But what happens is when you do that, you go into a safe fat burning state where you're burning your fat for your energy, maintaining your muscle mass.
What if you eat just 3 healthy meals a day? With protein, a salad, eat a little cereal in the morning, eat another salad at night with, say, maybe a piece of meat, protein, whatever it is, chicken, fish. Won't that help you lose weight?
Not really.
Why?
Because you're going into fat storing. Because what happens is it takes 2.5 to 3 hours for your metabolism to keep working.
Okay.
And so if you eat your typical breakfast, lunch, and dinner, your body freaks out in between, and when you do feed it, it goes into fat storing instead of fat burning.
I've heard that before.
Yes.
All right, we've got to take a break. Talking to Lisa Amos about health issues and how to lose weight, stay off the drugs, obviously, and stay out of those drive-through windows late at night. I think Pablo Sandoval has learned that lesson. He's dropped like 30 or 40 pounds. I don't know what he's doing, right? But he's in shape here for spring training. So is Lisa. So am I. So are you. 436 MeTV option 11. Back in just a moment.
Now, why don't you tell us the whole story right from the beginning? All right, from the beginning. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. My name's Friday. I carry a badge. Police officers.
You any idea who the other man was?
My partner's Bill Gannon.
Program?
We got just one big question.
Yeah.
When?
Now on MeTV Fresno, Xfinity 187.
Ask an Expert Day here on Connect With Me. We're having too much fun, and I'm being lectured here as we're doing the show. Anyhow, okay, let's put up a disclaimer because, you know, I know we got a phone call. Just hang on, we'll get to it. Let's put that disclaimer up just real quick. Just want to explain to the audience that Lisa came here of her own free will, and she is not pitching a product. She is a health coach, an expert, trying to get you into shape. Now let's take that phone call. Good morning, you're on Connect With Me. Your question for Lisa.
I actually just have a comment. I mean, about the whole situation. It's pretty much all disgusting. And the thing is that while I was going on deployment and stuff like that, my family was kind of struggling because the government was fighting over military payment and stuff like that. But the thing is, if you're a drug addict and stuff like that, boom, right off the bat, you qualify for food stamps and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, the whole thing is disgusting, and I don't feel sorry for any of you people.
Okay. Thank you for the call. I appreciate the comment very much. Not quite sure what that has to do with our program today. I guess he was talking about a drug addict, but what did you do to get off the drugs?
Well, I actually had a near-death out-of-body experience with 90 somas, and because I had a...
Yeah, you mentioned that,
right.
but once you came out of it, so how do you get off the drugs? You're still hooked.
Well, actually...
How do you stay off the stuff?
Because I left the hospital just on
Right.
Ativan,
Right.
I had 2 shoe boxes full of prescription medications at
My
home
God.
that were mood-altering. And so for 2 weeks, I mean, I was in a wheelchair at the time, John. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't walk a flight of stairs. I was in bad shape.
Yeah.
Really, I didn't even know how to use a knife to cut a strawberry.
Okay.
Okay, I was in really bad shape.
Yeah.
Okay, so I waited.
So you must have went to a rehab center.
Not yet. Well,
Okay.
yes, they did send me to a rehab facility. And I knew I needed rehab, but at the time I had an ego and I didn't want to do the county rehab.
Yeah.
So they released me and I went home, but I didn't use anything. And I
Right.
waited 2 weeks. And after the 2 weeks, I called my mom and dad and I said, I want your help.
Yeah.
And they helped me get to rehab. And I
Yeah.
did not, I have not abused a drug since that
Yeah.
time.
And after the rehab, then you started working on the weight problem. And this is what you're trying to avoid right here, this fat. And it's, it can build up around your heart and your major organs. And if it does, you're in trouble. That's when you're at risk for heart attack or a stroke. And heaven forbid, the one thing I've worried about is getting a stroke, staying alive, and being dependent on somebody instead of independent.
Exactly. And
that's the fear.
It is, and it should be a huge fear because you can't guarantee what the outcome is going to be.
No.
You can't say,
Well, no,
okay,
there's no
well, I
guarantee
want to
in
have a
anything.
heart attack and I want to live. There's no guarantee that that's going to happen.
No, there's no guarantee in life on
Yeah.
anything. So the weight, we saw your before and after picture. How do people get on this program? I know you're not here to sell the program, but you're a health coach and you can tell people. Let's put up the first picture. Wayne, you helped Wayne, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Right.
This is Wayne Hart, and he's actually from Fresno,
Okay.
California.
All right. I
And-
see on the left there, that's the before. He had a little bit
Yes.
of a gut on him.
Yes.
Now look at him, nice, slim and trim.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
He was in a motorcycle accident and was actually, I met him through Facebook.
Yeah, he looks good. My goodness, he looks great on the right there. Is that him
Yeah.
today on the right?
Yes, it is. Well, actually, I just spoke to him before the show,
Uh-huh.
and he's been working out, and so now he's got muscles.
And he's watching our show.
Oh, I hope so.
Okay. Good morning. You're on Connect With Me. Your question, please.
Good morning, John. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Lisa, a question. Do you believe that a person who drinks alcohol every single solitary day, maybe 3 or 4 drinks a day, can completely stop on their own and just have an occasional drink now and then and never get hooked back there again?
If I'm understanding the question correctly,
Can you get off alcohol on your own?
Well,
Can you just stop cold turkey?
yes, but the problem is with just stopping cold turkey is as if you don't go to any facility to learn how to become a normal person, you're going to
Yes.
be unhappy and miserable.
Yeah. All right. So answer your question
All
there?
right.
Yeah.
What kind of that? I just know of a couple of people who were almost, I'd call alcoholics, that come off on their own and can have a drink with dinner and a week out
Yeah.
and not get hooked back on it again.
I understand.
Just occasionally.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Wonderful show.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Another picture, Denise.
Yes.
Let's put her picture up on. Now, obviously, the before picture is on the right. look at Denise now. She looks like a model.
Yes.
Who is she? Who is she?
She's a personal friend of mine, actually.
Okay.
I met her at a convention, the very first convention that I went to as a health coach. I met her, and she had gastric bypass.
Okay.
And then she lost all this weight. Or actually, she lost weight from gastric, then gained it all back. And then when she
Is she having to beat off the vultures now that want that are asking her
It's funny
out?
that you're asking, because their friends actually thought that her husband was having an affair, that it was a different person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks beautiful. There's no
she's
question
gorgeous.
about it.
She was in People magazine a
Is
couple
that
years
right?
ago. Yes, she was.
Really?
Yes.
She
was actually on the Today Show as well a few years ago.
Wow.
I think 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago.
Number 3 is Don. Don. Look at Don. Is he, who does he work with? The post office?
No, he works for Walmart. He's
Walmart,
a truck driver.
okay.
And
all right. On the left there is the before, and after, it looks like he's, looks like he's in great shape. Don did a great job. So,
yes. He lost a bunch of weight with just driving a truck.
Yeah, and number 4 is Neil.
Yeah, Neil has done our team program.
Okay, young kid, huh?
Yes.
Lost 45 pounds
yes.
as a teen. How old is he?
You know, I don't know how old he is today, but he's not a teen today.
I guess he's not eating those burgers and fries and drinking all that soda pop and this and that. On the right, he looks tremendous.
Well, you know, the burger occasionally is not going to hurt you. Over time, it's not going to hurt you to have a burger occasionally. But the problem is that most Americans have burgers 2 and 3 times a week and repeat it over and over and over again. And, you know, it's...
And a burger will get you this here.
Well, because most people don't just say, okay, I'm going to go to whatever fast food today and I'm going to order a burger today. And then they always say, well, do you want to supersize it?
Most people say, yeah, why not?
Yeah, because it's a deal. You know, they want to save money, or they want to go to a buffet.
Deal. Give me those extra fries,
deal.
man. I want that extra grease in my body so I can get more of this.
Yeah.
We're back with Lisa Amos here on Connect With Me, 436, MeTV option 11. Back in just a moment.
When you're looking for KitchenAid innovation and quality, who has the answers, the selection, the price? Ventura TV Appliance. With billions in nationwide appliance buying power, more than Home Depot and Best Buy combined, will help you save. Our low prices on Energy Star qualified KitchenAid appliances save you energy and money, and pay no interest on select models when paid in full within 12 months. Ventura TV Appliance, serving you since 1951.
Back here on Connect With Me, trying to get you healthy for the rest of the year. 436 MeTV option. Heck, half of the year is almost over already.
It is.
It's crazy. Anyway, okay, so I want, before you go, because we're running out of time here, specifically, how did you lose the weight? How does a person lose weight? How do you lose? What did I say you lost? You lost 30 pounds in 60 days. I can't even lose 2 pounds in a week. What are you doing?
It's our program. And I ate 6 times a day using
our
program.
What do you eat for breakfast? I'm writing it down. Tell me.
Well,
tell me what you eat for breakfast.
This morning I had a shake.
What kind of a shake? A milkshake?
Oh, I made a shake. I made a shake, cranberry fruit mango.
Okay.
And
shake.
I added some flaxseed to it and some fish oil. And
all right. Don't be afraid to tell us what you're eating.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
I know.
right.
So I had
Are these questions a little too tough for you?
No, they're not.
Right.
They're not at all. It's just that most people don't ask me what I have.
What did you have for breakfast?
And
a
then
shake?
I had that, the shake. And
then you must have had something in between.
I did. I've actually been up a while, and I've had a peanut butter crunch bar.
Peanut butter crunch bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, what are you going to have for lunch?
And I'll probably have some barbecue bites.
Barbecue what?
Barbecue bites.
What's that?
They're crunchy. They're like pretzels.
That's for lunch?
Well, no, I'm traveling today, and so it's easier just to stay on program food.
Barbecue bites.
Yeah, BBQ
and
bites.
Those are nothing but pretzels.
Well, they're more like cheese Parmesan cheese puffs, but they're barbecue flavored.
I gotcha.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like a healthy lunch to me.
Well, you know, each one of our meal replacements, they're medically formulated.
Okay.
And were used and tested at Johns Hopkins University.
Yes.
Weight loss clinic.
I'm not doubting you. I know.
You're right.
I'm not
each
doubting
product has 24 vitamins and minerals in each one of them.
All right.
Okay. And our facilities are FDA regulated.
Okay. So after lunch, you're going to have?
Then I might have a lean and green, which I'll probably have like a chicken Caesar
green.
salad with
Oh,
no
okay.
croutons.
Wow, that's good.
With
I like
no
croutons.
dressings.
I like croutons.
Well, the croutons will get you this.
Croutons will get you this right here, not that. All right. No croutons.
And
Okay.
no, I'll do dressing on the side.
Yeah, I don't do dressing. I hate dressing. I use
Okay.
olive oil.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
too much olive oil is not a good thing. Too much olive oil will get you
Tell
this.
that to the people in Europe who live to be 100.
But you know what? I can't account for them, okay? I can only account for my program.
So, all right. After the, you're making me laugh.
That's
after
a
the
good
lean
thing.
and green, what are you going to have for a snack after
I'll probably
that?
have a peanut butter crunch bar.
Another peanut butter crunch
That's
bar.
my favorite. Is the peanut butter crunch bars. And we have s'mores crunch bars too, which is my other favorite.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, s'mores crunch
Yeah,
bars.
yes.
Some more. Give me some more. Okay,
Yeah.
and then before bed, what are you going to have?
Before bed, I'll probably have another shake. I'll probably have a cherry antioxidant shake with some flaxseed.
And that's it, and then you're done for the day.
Yeah, but I'm going to be up a lot longer than I've been up since 4, and I probably won't be. I'm going to be up long today.
Do you mix this in with exercise?
You know, it depends on what part of the program you're on. When I first started my journey, the first 30 days, we actually, unless you're already exercising, we have exercise restrictions that ask you not to exercise till you finish 3 weeks.
Okay.
Then after that, then you could start incorporating a moderate exercise program. But once you get to your healthy weight, your desired weight, then we have a program called Transition, where you transition and we start adding calories back in and regular food groups back in.
How much discipline does this take? Not to veer off and say eat a bag of Doritos in between, or Cheetos or something.
Well, actually, the only discipline that is really required on the weight loss phase is 3 days.
How do you avoid being hungry? Is this gonna satisfy your appetite?
Yes, it does. And actually, you don't get hungry after you go into fat burning. After you're on day 4, you're not hungry.
But it takes discipline.
Not really.
It must.
It really doesn't. Because what I do, John, is I talk to people when they're ready, when they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. So on a scale of 1 to 10, if you tell me you're a 7 and you're ready to lose weight, I'll say, what's it going to take you to move you from a 7 to an 8? Because I don't start people unless they're an 8, 9, or a 10.
But there are a lot of people that start diets, and I call this but you don't call this a diet. What do you call it?
A program.
A program. There are a lot of people that start programs like this, and then they say, well, I'm sick and tired of getting lightheaded, and I'm hungry, so then they break down and buy something like a Snickers bar or a Milky Way.
Yeah, and that does the complete opposite to them. It's going to give them the sugar high.
Right.
And then it's going to bring them right
back down.
What about
protein bars? Protein bars okay?
Well, there's actually, all of our products have the right amount of protein and carbs and fat in them. It's a well-balanced.
The peanut butter crunch bar, is that the protein bar for you?
Everything has protein in it.
Okay.
Every single one of our items have protein.
Including the shake?
Yep.
I'm allergic to milk, so I can't do the shake.
Well, you could do lactose-free shakes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. We've got 30 seconds here, and I don't know what else to say to you, but good luck. I've tried this. I'd like to lose some weight, but it takes, I don't care what anybody says, it does take discipline in anything in life if you want to accomplish something. It does. And you've done a wonderful job, by the way. You look terrific.
Thank you.
You look like $1 million, darling. You look like $1 million. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you survived that heart attack.
Me too.
And come back again.
Well, thank you, John.
I like the muscle. I don't like the fat. That's going to do it for our show today here on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. Glad you could join us. We're back again tomorrow for another edition here on Comcast 187.
From the pages of history and the untamed prairies of a young nation comes one of television's and America's most memorable folk heroes.
Oh, Daniel Boone was a man Just a big man.
Well, you're Daniel Boone.
Yep. Fess Parker stars as the legendary Daniel Boone, with Ed Ames as his trusty sidekick, Mingo.
Pleasure indeed. A Kentuckian named Daniel Boone.
That's me.
Watch Daniel Boone weekday mornings at 9, 8 Central on MeTV.
This black and white patrol car has an overhead valve V8 engine. It develops 325 horsepower at 4,800 RPMs. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in 7 seconds. It has a top speed of 120 miles an hour. The automobile has 2 shotgun racks, one attached to the bottom portion of the front seat, one in the vehicle trunk.
You want me to drive?
Now on MeTV Fresno, Xfinity 187.